Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Well, despite the pandemic and everything that we are going through on a daily basis, the human spirit is ever resilient. Dr. Joan Neehall is a happiness expert and says that we should all pursue happiness and find happiness as our new healthy.
Dr. Joan Neehall, it's so great to have you here on the show. I have to say, I read your book and I absolutely loved it. I'm working on myself because of it. So to start off here, how can a person change their attitudes to a happier state? It really just doesn't seem that easy to do.
Here's the thing. Happiness is not an act, it's a habit. It involves work. And in my book, I teach you how to do it. So it's not a case of going to Shangri-La or Preparation H or, Grecian formula. This is a lifestyle change I'm talking about. I'm talking about a way of life that I live and you can live too. And I share it with all of my readers. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And that's exactly what I'm talking about too. When I'm saying working on myself, there are so many things in this book that I can really focus on to get to my area of happiness. So how do we start to seek out that happiness?
Well, let's go to a longitudinal study that started in 1983 in Harvard, actually, with male students. And they plotted these guys right up to today, actually. And what they found is that the best predictor for happiness and mental and physical health was the power of these guys' social connections, their relationship with their wives. So I say, invest in your partnership. Invest in your relations with other people, with your friends, with your family. If you have that social connection, it's a buffer. It gives you a psychological immune system. It boosts your immune system, your physical one, reduces your stress levels. What could be better than that?
I really like that too, Dr. Neehall, because so often, especially in this day and age, we're so connected through technology. So I think really focusing on those interpersonal connections face to face is so important. Now, what tips do you have for people who may feel isolated and alone? I mean, especially right now, COVID has been so difficult on so many, and you did write your book during the pandemic. So what tips do you have for us?
Well, I think the first thing, as I was talking about, is social connection. Now, if you're feeling isolated and all by yourself, chances are you might be a bit depressed or what we call dysthymia or mild depression. What you need to do is to get out of yourself and do a random act of kindness for someone else. Do something to someone else. When you do these sorts of things, you get a bigger bang for your buck. Okay? So I'm talking about if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling isolated, get on the phone, call up a friend. Go and do something for your neighbor who might need some help. Invest in a pet, a plant, something in which you're doing something for someone else. In fact, we had a study on that with people in a nursing home, and we found that if they invested in a plant and took care of the plant themselves, they felt better as compared to the other group in which they got other people to take care of the plants, water them, and so on. Their lifestyle improved. So one of the things I suggested to do is to connect with others. Another thing to do is, apart from that social connection, I think it's important to savor, to take a minute and focus on something you really enjoy, something that you want to do today, that you get to do today, that you can enjoy. It could be a bubble bath, it could be reading, it could be music, it could be a walk outside, whatever it is, just savor it. It forces you to stay in the present and then Instagram it, share it with your friends.
I really like that. Actually, those are really great ideas. Again, two things that you can really do to make sure you're taking care of yourself by taking care of others. Now, I, again, read your book. So many people, I'm sure, who did think to themselves, hey, Dr. Joan Neehall has it all together. She doesn't need to work on anything. But what do you think you're doing daily to pursue your happiness yourself?
Well, as I said, I practice what I preach. So I'm the world's best guinea pig. We're not allowed to experiment on people. So I experiment on myself and also my husband with some permission, of course. One of the things I do in the morning is I savor. I have a cup of coffee, usually 2 double espressos, sit outside, and I meditate and I focus on the highway of gratitude, the things I'm grateful for. Today I was thinking of Elise Silvestri. I was thinking of the people who helped me with my book, my team. I was thinking of my family, things I am truly grateful for. That's what I would encourage all of you to do. Think of gratitude in simple things. What is a simple thing that you're happy about today? Well, you know what? I remember to take my umbrella, it wasn't raining. Or I remember to take my umbrella. I didn't take my umbrella and I started dancing in the rain like a little child. See what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes, I actually really like that too. That's so fantastic. Okay, so
I don't know about you, but I did my spin class already. I went to the gym this morning. I redistributed the cellulite, and I said, "Okay, now let's get going."
better than me. I have not worked out yet today, so I need to take a page out of your book. I gotta go.
And
So,
that's not right. What you have to do is I teach people to do when, then. Here's how it goes. So last night, as I was telling you, I did something for a neighbor friend of mine that was a random act of kindness. But to get back into this, what I did was I left my leggings out. I left all my gym clothes out at the bottom of the bed. So in the morning, I knew after I had the coffee, I had no excuse but to get myself to the gym. So it's when I get up, this is what I'm going to do. I plan it intentionally. You have to, because I said it's hard work. It's not easy.
right, excellent. Well, Joan, where can people get your book if they have not had a chance to read it yet?
Amazon, you can pre-order it. You can also get it at any bookstore.
Great.
Dr. Joan Neehall's book, Happy is the New Healthy, is a perfect fit for our times. Get tips on how to achieve happiness in the smallest of things. It's available now wherever books are sold.